in the 50s, the early 60s, there's this guy, Eli Cohen. He works in a dry cleaners in Tel Aviv. And he applies to Mossad because, it sounds exciting. And they're like, yeah, thanks. We don't have any openings for dry cleaning clerks. But he spoke absolutely perfect, accentless Arabic. Call him back a couple of years later, and they said, hey, we decided we do want to hire you for Mossad. So they hire him, and they said, we want you to move to Syria. We're going to give you money, and we want you to wine and dine all the movers and shakers in Syria and secretly report back to us. He was so good that he ends up being considered to be the Deputy Minister of Defense of Syria. So the Russians, the KGB, said to the Syrians, there's something about this guy that's not right. So the Russians started to surveil him. He didn't see the surveillance. And he had collected classified information. He was secretly transmitting it back to the Israelis. And the Russians picked up the radio burst, the transmission. And so they were able to triangulate the source of the transmission, and his house was right in the center. And they got him, and they hung him in the main square in Damascus. He's a huge hero in Israel. There's schools and streets named after him and all kinds of stuff. He was going to be the Deputy Minister of Defense of Syria. He's a friggin' Israeli citizen and an Israeli Mossad spy. And then they did the same thing in Egypt around the time of the Suez Crisis. So, where we at the CIA sit around a table and like to think that we're so smart and we're coming up with these outside the box, I hate that term, but these outside the box operations, we could never come up with something like what the Israelis come up with.